I arrived at this point, following the Southern Star, crossing watercourses to unearth another life. My ship is rupturing into sharp, jagged wreckage, becoming embedded in a body of water, abruptly hushed and ineffectual by one sound. My ship is sinking by the immersion of water, suffocating me by my uncomfortable past ways, implementing its commanding destructive power by corrupting manipulation of the water. I am descending beneath the surface in poison. My unpredicted impending condition is cruel. I sense no ill-fated future and no wretched past. Yet I have not exhausted the supply of my strength. I feel an energy producing forceful efforts that no longer clutches me as a possessed prisoner, that no longer restricts in boundaries and righteousness. I have a feeling of fondness opposed to reason. I feel like a fabric catching the wind on a boat, blown like the revolving blade of a whirling windmill. I have the optimism of changing positions, if I am not already there unexpectedly. I struggle for breath in some unspecified waters, treading at a standstill and unable to proceed. Oddly, I have been arousing curiosity, embracing my attention and provoking weird thoughts. I have not been this stimulated in a long time by sets of ideas with complete insignificance. My ruptured clothes are soaked with white crystals of water, sealed on my skin like the tight closure of prison bars. Not as tight as the area enclosed by water. I am trapped within my strange, confining body mass, where my destiny is waiting to be generous, for it must have a pleasant, compassionate nature. Engulfed, I discover my heart containing nothing, for it lingers on, ravenous and unoccupied. With no nautical sailors or passengers inside, for I have lacked such openness and sincerity, leaving other hearts devoid of its vitality. I possess no elements to unburden myself, for believing in no apparent end or limit. Among this taciturn and emotionless sailor, I am sinking like silver hydrated ciliates. Yet I am unbreakable like sedimentary rock. Even if I return to the surface jubilant. I cannot come back all the way victoriously as I look at myself on the chair of a monarch, where my basis of emotional life holds nothing, for there is no sediment that I can call my own. My life, always existing in two or more pieces, not honored or fulfilled by personal truthfulness, lacking continuity by a rutted surface, physically weakened by elongated, shattered nights. In the water I perceive a window made of glass, but it is the perpetual mountains of the past, where I observe stiff wooden ships anchoring safely, where I witness my vigorous ship in the harbor, where I distinguish that my sails are spread suitably. I want to move across the surface of the water, boldly across a particular stretch of water. Beyond here lies nothing expressively essential, for nothing is concluded by surrounding water, for nothing is physically exhausted until death, for nothing is mentioned that cannot be rectified. I wish to return to sailing the callous waters, from the kind water of the sea and coastal inlets. I ask to be returned from the jaws of the salt sea, as if I could converse to the sea by emotion. For my life, I would marry the sea and consummate, but the jagged sea has forcefully forsaken me. Cautiously I consider myself responsible for not demonstrating the green grass of emotion, where the green grass grows on the sunny shores of sailors. I am an impassive vessel of a departure, always setting off on an inexpressive journey by extensive distances traveled due east or west, by sudden changes in longitude and latitude. I long for the floor surface across a wooden ship, or the pleasant devoted companions I found there. I am shedding salty tears for my vessel home there, watching the hills go by in linear measurements, covered with ice crystal flakes or sharp direct sunlight, across the rounded shape, higher than surrounding land, while looking at the gradient of the road by sea, where plants and seeds are arranged in a cluster by coast. Those are the huge, luminous hills I may never know. As I long to retrieve the resilient galleon ship, to transform intensely the one resembling me, my great courageous ship has sprung a poisonous leak and has drifted to the bottom of the salty sea. If I or any of the powerful crew survive, I will open myself to the crew, which I am fond.